What's up, guys? Welcome back. We got another video today. Now today we're actually back at my property that I've been working on. It took us a little bit longer to get on the market than I expected. I have the professional photography being done today, so we're about to go check that property out. Also today we're going to talk about my advice on how you all, if you're trying to get into real estate, how you should build your business so that you can eventually have a real estate empire. Now, a lot of people want to get started in real estate, but they don't necessarily have a plan. And in my opinion, if you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. And it's not just about getting into real estate and making quick money. You need to build a long-lasting, sustainable business. And if you're not doing that, then you're subject to fail. So I'm going to give you all my advice on how you all should build your real estate empire so that it can last for generations and you'll have something to pass on to your children and grandchildren and so on. So we're gonna go check out the property. Do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe if you're first time to the channel. Go ahead and hit that notification bell and also like this video if you wanna see more of my content. All right, let's go. So my first piece of advice for you to build your real estate empire should be to build a solid foundation in real estate. Now, a foundation that's going to bring in income every single month, like real estate wholesaling, or maybe you get your real estate license and you become a realtor. Now, the reason you need a strategy that's going to consistently bring in income is because there's going to be days or months when you aren't bringing in income, especially if, let's say you are a flipper, let's say you're flipping houses. Well, when you flip a house, you only get paid when you sell the house. So the average flip may take 4 to 6 months. So that's 4 to 6 months that you're not bringing in income. So you have to rely on your projects to make so much money that not only do you have money to live off of until your next project, but you also need to make enough money to where your money is growing. So that's very difficult to do if you're living off of your proceeds from your flips, the houses you're flipping. So my advice will be to build, invest into a strategy that's going to bring in consistent income, cash flow, whether it's cash flow or whether it's a strategy in real estate that just makes you a lot of money every month, like real estate wholesaling. Now, if you watched my last video, I talked and stressed the importance of learning how to wholesale. Now, if you are interested in wholesaling, you could always check out our real estate course. It's called the 400K Blueprint. It's launched, it's available. Go check it out, it's really dope. But I think that everyone should have a foundation in real estate, whether it's wholesaling or whether you are a realtor and you're helping people buy and sell a home. It's a foundation that's going to allow you to learn the game. And also, it's going to bring in income in between those months where you aren't bringing in income through your renovations, or even during times like now with COVID, where your rental properties may or may not be bringing in rent. So that is my first piece of advice. You need to build a foundation in real estate that's bringing in consistent income that you can live off of, that you could also fuel your investment strategies and build your systems to continue to do deals that bring in an income. So. Here's my second piece of advice. If you want to build a real estate empire, once you've figured out a foundation, investment strategy that's going to bring in money month after month, then now you can graduate to the big leagues. Now you can become a real estate flipper. You can start flipping houses or rehabbing houses. These are going to be your big juicy deals. You should be making 60 to 100K on your renovations. Now, you're not going to just be going out buying any properties to flip. You should be focusing on your deals that you're getting from your wholesale operation and holding on and buying the juicy ones, the ones that are really good, hold on to those and flip them yourself. So you're not gonna go out and rely on wholesalers and other people to bring you deals. Since you have a strategy that continues to bring you deals, well, you wholesale most of them, but the juicy ones you hold on to and you flip them yourself. And you comfortably can do 2 to 3 flips a year. I advise you should do that because that's going to be what brings in the large lump sums of money every 4 to 6 months. You're stacking your money, and that's the money that you should be stacking. You're going to be bringing in 60 to 100K each flip, or that should be the goal at least. And that money you put to the side and you stack that money for the next tip coming up next. right, guys. Now, my third piece of advice to building a real estate empire is to becoming a landlord. Now, this is where you're going to start building wealth. You're going to start acquiring properties and holding on to them for cash flow purposes and also potential equity growth over time. When buying these properties, you should be buying these properties from the deals that you're manufacturing from your wholesale operation. And you want to buy specific properties that are in good locations, meaning they're near maybe a college or near a large business, a hospital. These are things that typically don't go out of business. And you want to buy these properties, you want to rent them out, and you want to hold on and ride the wave. Wait until the values increase, maybe 3 to 5 years. Reevaluate the value and then decide if you want to sell and repurpose that money back into real estate, or you can continue to hold on to the property. But this is where you're going to be becoming wealthy. You're going to be bringing in money in your sleep because the properties are going to be paying you rent every month. And then also, you're going to have something that you can hand down to your children and grandchildren. This is when you are starting to build an empire. You have industry, or you have a strategy that brings in income every month. Then you also have a strategy that you're flipping houses, so you're bringing in large lump sums of money every 4 to 6 months. And then you also are acquiring rental properties that are bringing in cash flow. And then you're also building net worth over time as the values increase and as you pay down the mortgage. Now, this is something that everyone can do. Obviously, it's not going to be done overnight, but this is something that everyone can do if you take your time. There's no reason that you can't accomplish these things in the next 2 to 3 years if you put in the work and the effort to do so. So, all right, y'all, this is my piece of advice if you want to build a real estate empire. Don't forget to check out our real estate course, the 400K Blueprint. Also, as promised, we're going to be launching a mentorship program at the beginning of next year. We're aiming for February. We're going to have a link for those who are interested in it. It's going to be a very small group. It's not going to be large at all. We want it to be a small group so that we can nurture the people in the group and make sure that they are successful. But we're going to have a link in our future video, or maybe our next video, where people can sign up and request to get on the list so that we can interview you to see if you will be a good fit for our mentorship program. All right, well, that's all today. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and enjoy your New Year's. I'll see you all later. Peace.